All right, welcome back to the finals here at the Calling in Cincinnati. Andy Joseph joined by Rob Seigel again. I cannot wait to bring you this match here. Rob, are you stoked?
I'm so stoked. This is what it all boils down to, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. We're going to get into this game in a moment here. I'm just super excited. The energy has been ecstatic here in Cincinnati. Cannot wait to see how this match goes down. Obviously, all the players have been excited to make it this far, but, you know, we've got Tariq and Michael Feng going in here. We've got a Briar versus Oldhim matchup. Who do you think, which hero do you think is favored in this one? I know we've seen every matchup at this point, but what's the strategy going in that we're going to want to see from each hero?
Yeah, I think Oldhim, for the finals, this is an excellent finals match, just throw that out there. Michael's on Oldhim. I think Oldhim's kind of favored. I think you can just kind of fatigue out the Briar. I think the Briar really needs to be aggressive, put in damage, really try to just dig for something like Entwine Lightning or Inspire Lightning or something to finish it off. Just utilize that arcane damage that can really just get through and do some nasty damage.
Right, close it out as quickly as possible, and we're going to see if Tariq can make it work here up against Michael Feng in the finals at the Calling in Cincinnati. We've got Briar versus Oldhim, like I said, first and second place, battling out for the trophy and all the glory here. I'm very excited to see how this match goes. We've got both players ready to go here.
Absolutely, let's get it. So we'll start by Michael coming in with a little strength of Sequoia, no fuse, but then we'll see an entangle for 7.
Start off with the sigil from Tariq there to block and take some damage as well, but you know, Schwo is going to take a ping of damage of arcane as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's pretty solid. Turn 1 from Schwo, Michael Feng. You got the strength of Sequoia set up for next turn that you can utilize and start stripping cards from Tariq as Briar. We'll see a Bramble Spark come in here. This is a Bramble Spark yellow. We'll see if it gets fused. It is not going to be fused. We 1 pip of arcane, unless he fused and we didn't see.
Yeah, this is very similar to both of the matches we just watched previously. Michael started off with the strength of Sequoia fused last time to get that surge token, and obviously saw some explosive turns from Tariq as well with Bramble Spark. So solid starts for both of our players here.
I think this is fused.
It's getting +2
1,
then
2,
on
3.
the attack?
No, it's not fused. Yeah, Tariq maybe it is fused. I don't know. Anyway.
Anyway, let's see how Michael's going to decide how to block out here. We've seen this defense react from Oldhim be super crucial throughout the entirety of this event. Crackerjack's there as well. Maybe do a little pump and thump, the classic.
Pump and thump. Yeah, it was, yeah. There's the Earth Ore Surge that solidified that both Bramble Spark was fused, also Entwine Earth was fused. So it's be coming in for quite a bit of damage to, I think this is, let's see, 5 + 2, right? Or is it 6 + 2? I think it's 5 + 2, right?
I can look it up right here.
5 + 2 on Entwine Earth, 7 + 2, so 9 from Bramble Spark, maybe?
Yeah.
We'll find out here shortly. This is also going to be a good card to Arsenal next turn. Michael Feng, full block, and then activating the Oldhim ability to put the card on top of the deck, which Tariq will just hold in his hand and not be able to Arsenal.
Absolutely. We're going to see how Michael is going to respond here after that. Tariq thinking about how he can get this match done fast, I'm sure. He doesn't want to make it to this fatigue portion of the game where it's going to go long and there's going to be, you know, burnout and fatigued. So let's see how things go here.
Absolutely. Yeah. This is gonna be a grind for sure. You know, this is the finals of the Calling Cincinnati. It's been a long day 1. It's been a long day 2. Both players this is the last game of the tournament, last match.
If you're in the seat as either of these players, you got nerves going right now. You're thinking about, you know, everything else going around you. Obviously, feature match here, cameras on. Both of them have been on the camera several times this weekend, but this is the finals, man. It's a lot of pressure to take home all the biscuits.
Absolutely. Looks like Michael's just checking something with with the table judge there. We'll see if he can start running out attacks back on his turn, putting pressure on Tariq. Tariq comes in with a Earth Lore Surge red. Next attack gets +5. He does have Sutcliffe Suede Hides down there if he needs to use those. This could potentially be a big attack, and then come in for Arcane.
So tomorrow, second attack action being, or non-attack action being used here, which is going to give him the embodiment of lightning token for Briar, and potentially set up for an insane turn. We're going to see a card, some more recursion going back into the deck, and Rites of Lightning being pitched to play a Vela Flash yellow.
Solid. So
not fused.
This will be coming in for 9 physical. 9 physical, go again. Then we'll have 2 arcane, 2 physical from the Rosetta Thorn with the 1 floating. This was great. A great play as Michael cannot strip another card from Tariq's hand as it's already in the pitch zone. And he does have 1 resource floating. However, Michael, I think here wants to defense react if he has anything left, which he does. The earth reaction here,
which he's going to use to prevent 2 of the arcane damage, I believe.
So Michael will take
Thorn.
2.
Yeah, it's insane how efficient at blocking Oldhim is. It's so frustrating up against this hero. When you're just dumping these hands, you have these insane turns, and they just manage to defend so much more than you think they would, right?
Right, and then, you know, as the Briar player, you're really just scrambling and hoping that you just draw into these excellent, big, potent hands, which we're starting to see from Tariq here. We're seeing a Invigorate. This is going to be fused, I believe.
Stir the Wildwood.
Yeah, Stir the Wildwood's going to be fused, so that will go to 7 + 4 would be 11.
I see a full block here plus the defense react.
Block for 9 + 2 is 11. We'll see if the boots get popped. To let him get go again. He's going to pop the boots
with the floating 1.
Going to come in for 2 and 2. Pitch 2 and 2.
2 and 2. Come in for 4.
Is that Summerwood Shelter that got
Man,
fused.
it is so frustrating. Like I just said, I watched this gameplay and I played. Like I said, we've cast Michael Feng's games all of the last 2 days because he's been doing extremely well. But I played against him in a draft here on Friday. I met him there, had a great conversation with him. He's a new store owner, an LGS owner, which is amazing. And he's out here just been repping Oldhim since, you know, day 1 here at the Calling. I played against him as Briar. I'm having flashbacks right now. So incredibly frustrating to try and get damage through when your opponent just is able to turtle shell the entire game, fatigue you out like this.
Absolutely. Tariq coming in, dealing 4 damage, trying to get Oldhim down to that pivotal life position when you're, I would say, sub 5 life, maybe even 3, you know, sub 3 life, where as you're Oldhim, you really need to start panicking, just chipping away the tree. I think this is a perfect scenario. You know, Oldhim wants to try to just leak damage through. Oldhim just has to pass, just draws up and pass, goes back to Tariq's turn here. He's going to break ground from 7 for 7.
Solid attack coming out from Tariq here. Just 7 attack is just great when health totals are at this area and just efficient in general.
There's an Inspire Lightning goes on the bottom of the deck with a Singeing Steel Blade. Those are a couple instances of Arcane that can potentially end the game if it gets to that point where Tariq can find the time to go through his entire deck.
Might happen, considering he's playing against Oldhim. We are seeing tons and tons of blocks from
Full
Michael
block
here, though. So full block again, burning through the deck. Not an activation of Titan's Fist yet, but like I said, I thought he was queuing up to do it. There it is, a blue thump in with the Titan's Fist.
The swinging hammer. We got to see, you know, what Bravo does by just swinging hammer, and that's what Guardians do the best. They just block up, pitch 1 blue, and swing the hammer. Titan's Fist gets a +1 buff if there's a 3 or cost greater card in the pitch zone to be able to pay for it. Coming in for 4. I think Tariq has to just take this here. He might block it up, but I think he just,
There's a red sigil.
Beautiful.
Love to see it. So blocks all of it, plus deals the arcane damage. Love that.
Perfect timing for Tariq as well, getting that red sigil into Arsenal. He's going to deal 1 arcane. He gets the block. He doesn't have to sacrifice any cards from his hand to give up gas on his turn. Hopefully he's still got some action to keep this going here.
Pretty chill Shock Striker coming in. This is 3 attack coming in.
we're seeing something like lightning press, or maybe Tariq's even got the majestic that's blink, I believe it is. That maybe gives him an action point.
The card's very interesting.
Could be kind of interesting here. I mean, or just Tariq's really trying to get a card in the arsenal by saving 2 cards. That way, if Michael Ice defense reacts to put a card on top of his deck, he guarantees getting one in. So we'll see one go in the tank for Tariq.
Judge called in really quickly. I think just raise a quick question about some play going on here. Take a quick moment to see what's happening there. While Michael decides what he wants to do on his turn, Tariq's going to throw that flash at the bottom of his deck and draw up. He did get to Arsenal, like you said. See how this goes down.
Always good to have the floor judges present at the featured tables just to make sure, you know, the integrity of the game is intact. I think we've done a phenomenal job by both the judges and the players throughout this event so far, making sure everything's nice and tight for you viewers at home.
Absolutely, and just for the integrity of the game as well, we'd love to see and make sure that that everything's being played the right way. It's not always intentional from players to make a misplay or not utilize something correct, and there's a lot of pressure on them. So at the end of the day, it's good to have those extra pair of eyes to make sure everything's going smooth and the players are you know, playing out the game as it was intended.
Absolutely. We'll see a mulch come in here for 6. Oh, is this mulch for 7?
Yellow mulch, so yeah. This is 7, yeah.
This is the 7, yeah. 4 cost. Was not fused. If it were to be fused, it would. If it hits, it puts their arsenal on the bottom of their deck. It's somewhat like the newer version of Disable, which you may have seen earlier if you were keeping up with our coverage in the Bravo Mirror in the Pro Quest event.
With the Guardian hero at this point, after Tales of Aria's calling season, as well as the constructed meta as we go into Nationals as well. So we're going to see Michael draw up after that attack. We got a blue Bramble Spark starting off the turn for Tariq here.
See if we get a fuse. No fusion.
You're not.
Flash is going to make an embodiment of lightning. Weapons on. Stir the Wildwood.
1 floating as well. So we have go again. And we're going to deal 1 arcane, so it's getting a buff of 2. So this is coming in for 6 damage. After the 1 arcane, plus we have 2 and 2 ready to go off the Rosetta Thorn from the go again after the embodiment of lightning token hits.
Very nice. This is excellent. This is excellent hand management from Tariq. Being able to get that 1 floating resource left over, not allowing Michael Feng to pitch to Oldhim's ability using an ice card to put that last card on top of the deck that he would need for the resource to swing Rosetta Thorn.
Absolutely. Beautiful play here from both players. Obviously, they have played amazingly over the last 2 days here at the Calling to get here into the finals. I'm just super excited to see how this has been going down so far. We've got a double block here, plus a pitch with the break ground to block for an extra 2. I believe that's a block for 8.
Like a block for 8 here. See a Lightning Surge come out of Arsenal. Great play here. Lightning Surge yellow.
Oh, wow.
It's going to eat up. It's going to eat up that two floating prevention of damage potentially, or strip a card, which it did. So
and then 2 and 2. So I think just 2 is going to get in here, but Michael's just going to draw a pass. Great turn from Tariq, but again, we see the resilience of Oldhim. We didn't even need to see the buckler be used. It's so crazy. Or the runaways. It's so crazy how resilient this hero is. He can just get away with defending, and it just seems like you're always going to run out of resources and they won't be able to block, but they always do. It's really wild how efficient Oldhim is at getting to this end game and fatiguing out heroes.
Yeah, Michael Feng wants to hang on to Rotten Old Buckler just in case. Tariq rolls in with a blue Ball Lightning. You can just throw down the buckler to the Ball Lightning. It will not trigger Mark of Lightning, and then it's a full block. So one of the few ways to get around Ball Lightning's replacement effect of dealing an extra damage.
Right.
Saving that Rotten Old Buckler for the most opportune time is very key, especially in the finals here. Same with the runaways. You also don't want to get caught on 1 life with the runaways either. You need to pick a time where you just use it, but it needs to be the most opportune time. We have 1 arcane coming through and 3 physical via Singeing Steelblade. We'll see if there's a lightning press from Tariq.
Yeah. I know you've been hoping for this lightning press all weekend here. Every time we just come in for these attacks, it's like, is there a lightning press? Do love that card. Every time it does come out, I'm excited, and they finally get to throw it down as the attack react, essentially. But it's been rare to see it, unless we know the deck. So we are going to see the Vela Flash go to the bottom. Singeing Steel Blade got in for some damage.
Oh
Crackerjack,
boy.
there it is. Pump the thump.
Oh boy, this is a big tempo turn swing from Michael Feng. Crackerjack's thump. It's going to be 7 dominate. If it hits, Tariq will have to discard a card.
Yeah, brutal, brutal, brutal combo. And it's funny, man. We were just watching the Bravo play in Classic Constructed, very similar to that ability with using the Terra Sunder into the hammer, right? We're just seeing a kind of similar line here. It's 2-card combo, and we're getting in for this dominated attack to deal a massive damage and potentially swing the favor completely in Michael's to Michael here.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of those pivotal moments within a game where you could swing the tempo, swing the momentum of the game, and really get your opponent up against the wall, in trouble, cornered. Live action.
Absolutely. Tariq in the tank right now, thinking about what he can do to survive, if he'll have a turn after this, and what he's going to use to defend this absolutely brutal thump attack. Michael's probably real happy to just have been able to set that up here.
The only thing that gets Tariq out of this here is a 3-block elemental card or earth card, and then a Summerwood Shelter red on top. You can play Summerwood Shelter on the 3-block elemental or earth card that you actually block with, because Summerwood Shelter is an instant, and therefore you are not defending with another card from hand, so it still gets around dominate.
Right.
We did see one Summerwood Shelter yellow pitched earlier. We'll see if Tariq has it in his deck. And if it's in his hand, not likely. Takes 7.
Wow.
Big play from Michael Feng.
Weave Earth coming in.
Oh boy.
Volcanic. Shockwave.
Fused.
So pumped. Shockwave fused.
With a lightning press.
Wow. So this is just a huge turn from Tariq, and this is why he wanted to hold the card in hand and be able to take that damage there. He thinks he can close it out here. So we see the lightning press get played on top of there after the fusion as well. So it's +4 off of the Weave Earth. Arcanic Shockwave is going to do an arcane damage, and it's going to be coming in for 8. And then you've got the lightning press that can be played at instant speed to add 2 more, I believe.
Yes, so this is going to be a block for 9. I think what you want to do is mark a lightning here before we get to the defense reaction step. Takes 1 damage. Goes to 5. Could activate Runaways. Beautiful, beautiful position to activate Runaways here. Very solid. Tariq only gets 1 embodiment. That's the position you want to be in. And then Tariq's going to play Lightning Press, stripping the last So Tomorrow from hand from Michael.
Now, could he have saved the Lightning Press to pitch to use Rosetta Thorn there, or did he not have Go again?
He did not have Go again,
right.
and he has another card in Arsenal. He had another card in hand to just kind of save, seeing if Michael, who is playing tight, would Ice React instead of Earth React, but that did not happen. If Michael Ice Reacts, Tariq can then play Lightning Press in response as an instant, therefore not having to put a card on top of his deck. Twine Earth Fused, coming in for 8. 6 base, red, cost 2. Fuse gives it +2. This is coming in for 8. Solid attack here.
Absolutely. Trying to close out the game here against Michael Feng. Tariq at 2 life. Scary position to be in.
It's a respectable attack. You're still threatening damage. If you know, Michael can 1-card block this. Go to, if he 1-card blocks, he'll go to 1. Take 5 damage. I think this is definitely a 2-card block for Michael.
Asking about cards in deck here. Michael wants to know how close he is to fatiguing him out.
He could also Rotten Old Buckler too, right?
Right, he could. Similar deck sizes here. Usually see a larger deck on the side of Oldhim, but it does look like they do have around the same size of deck.
This is a 2-card block. Maybe even a 3-card block. There's no reason for you to take damage here if you're Oldhim. Michael just, I think, needs to mitigate the damage. I think just continuing to grind Tariq out of his threats, out of the deck.
We're going to see the buckler used, like you said, here, as well as the strength of Sequoia used to block here.
It's going to 2.
Going to 2. This is huge.
Going to 2. Has 3 cards in hand. Pitching a turn timber.
Oh,
we'll
there
see
it
a
is.
glacial. This is going to be
glacial fused?
No, it's not fused, but this is coming in for 10. This is stripping at least 3 cards out of his hand. Out of Tariq's hand. Needs at least 3 cards. He might get all of them.
Going back to that last turn, was there a world where we could have seen potentially the amulet played into another card and then potentially the Rosetta Thorn? Or is that even, I don't know, I don't remember all the cards that Tariq had in his hand. I'm just trying to think of all the different lines that are available, but I'm sure that was one of the best possible. Just scary, scary Glacial Footsteps coming in for 10 here. Seeing if he can block it out. We've got rights.
3, 6, 9. Amulet of Earth cannot block.
Right.
It does not have a block value, even though Embodiment of Earth would give it +1. It cannot block because it does not have a defense value.
Right, and that's it. That's good game. Michael Feng is the winner of the Calling here in Cincinnati. Extremely explosive ending here from Michael on the side with Oldhim. I can't believe that we see Oldhim take back-to-back Callings here. Congratulations to Michael Feng and also to Tariq for getting this far and coming in second place. Absolutely incredible game here.
Wow, what a weekend! I think this was really solid. A solid finals, top-notch play, really tight play from both Michael and Tariq. Congratulations to Michael for taking it. Tariq, congratulations again for making it all the way to the finals. Fun little tidbit. Tariq Patel just started playing this game about 2 months ago. So watch out at U.S. Nationals or the Calling in Orlando for Tariq as well, and all of our other top 8 competitors.
That's wild. Incredible performance from him for such short period of time playing this game. Michael Feng as well, like I mentioned, also an LGS owner here. It's just great to see all the community coming together. Everyone who loves the game, plays the game, and supports it as well. Super exciting. We've got a couple things coming up, like you mentioned, Rob. I'm excited to talk about the national championships coming up in the U.S. here with the Calling as well in Orlando. We've got November 5th through the 7th in Orange County Convention Center. It's going to be amazing. The Calling is coming up in about 2 weeks here in America, so hope to see you guys there. Exciting times ahead, and yeah, we're looking forward to that, as well as the skirmish, which is going on from November 13th to December 5th. This is a season 3. We have 350 plus stores running this event. Look at the beautiful prizes available. It's just an incredible event. I know there's tons of people excited about this, myself included. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. And there's $1 million in 2022 pro play coming in the next year. There's just so much to look forward to. Everybody here is just so excited about the Flesh and Blood in America. I know you are. I know I am myself,
Absolutely.
Rob. And we're just trying to get more people in love with this game. I know that this is a new passion for a lot of people. I'm excited to have been able to come out here and meet a lot of people here in the community, including you, man.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure, Andy. It's been a pleasure being able to try and bring some excellent commentary to our viewers at home across the globe. This has been such an amazing experience. I think everyone played really well. I know this has been my first time in the booth.
Me too.
This was an awesome experience for me. The community is just phenomenal. I can't wait for these skirmishes coming up. I can't wait to bring back nationals in my hometown of Orlando, Florida, in the Calling. And I definitely can't wait for some pro play next year in 2022, baby.
Now, Rob, before we leave, I just want everybody to know if they want to check out more information about this weekend's ProQuest, go ahead to fabtcg.com and check out the coverage there and the results there. And before we go, Rob, why don't we send everybody off with a handshake. We're going to leave you guys with an interview with our winner here, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks again for everybody hanging out in chat, everyone who's been watching our coverage, and Rob, you're the man.
Let's go.
Thanks a bunch.
Cheers.
See you later, guys.
And the calling here in Cincinnati, Ohio has officially come to an end with its champion, Michael Feng. Congratulations. How does it feel?
Oh, it just feels incredible. I have goosebumps still. I'm shaking. It still hasn't like become real yet to me.
Yeah, I saw the emotion come over you when you won and you put your hands in the air. I could feel it. It was palpable in the room. Love seeing that from a player. And I have one more thing for you. I think this belongs to you.
The trophy. It's really nice looking.
Yeah, I'm about to say, absolutely great one. Now, I kind of want to talk to you a little bit about your tournament. You know, you did win it with Oldhim, but let's talk about day one and some of your drafts. What was your plan coming in and how did you execute?
I'll be honest, and I'm surprised more people didn't do something similar to this, but I was watching Nam in Dallas. He was crushing it.
Of course.
Shout out to Nam, of course. And I studied the way he drafted the entire week. Like, I did some test drafts and I just kind of did that strategy. I tried other things. I tried things that could beat that type of strategy, the Oldhim fatigue style. And I just came to the conclusion that if it was even remotely open, that's what I was going to do. So that's what I came for draft.
Absolutely. You kind of seen that through the draft this whole weekend. Oldhim was dominating a lot of them. It made Lexi seem like almost unplayable in some of the drafts and stuff. And so you came to the same conclusion?
Basically, my conclusion was the best way you can beat Oldhim as Lexi is if there's like 6 Oldhim drafters. They beat themselves.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Are we going to see you in Orlando?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you qualified for nationals?
I'm qualified for nationals. I'll be there. I'm not sure what I'm playing yet, but I'll definitely be drafting something similar if it's open.
Do you think you might be playing some Guardian and Constructed?
There's a possibility. Bravo has been something interesting. I'm not exactly sure yet. I've been wavering with a couple, like Prism's also on my radar. I heard just some rumors from the ProQuest that there's a lot of Briars. I've been completely isolated.
There is.
So that might be the new thing. Whatever it is, I'll try to look into it, but I'm excited to play some more Flesh and Blood.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see it now. Is there anybody you wanted to give a shout out to? Anybody that helped you get here from New Jersey?
Oh my God. So many shout outs, and if I miss you, I just really apologize. First, of course, my wife, Leslie, she came all the way just to support me. She had to work remotely on Friday. She's literally been like the DoorDash girl. She brought me a sandwich yesterday. She brought me another burger, like a chicken sandwich today, and she's been bringing me water. Like, I don't think I could have done it without her, to be honest. But also just like,
aw.
Shout out to like all my friends that are just hanging out right here. CKO. Oh shit, I forgot Jeremy. Ryan, Yanji, Don, just guys that just say so many encouraging things to me. It just like makes it's so much better than being alone. And also just shout out to all my opponents today. Tariq, Matt, Jeremy, like you guys were really, really nice opponents. Like the games were enjoyable. Like it's just like I had a blast.
Yeah, it's awesome to see that you have such a great support system, and congratulations again. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and end this right here because you look like you need to go celebrate with them, and they look like they're waiting to do so. So from everybody here, from the technical staff, myself, all the other casters, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all in Orlando.